Hey there, welcome to a new episode of the Art Chains podcast. Here we talk about art, NFTs, and music on the blockchain. Together, we explore how artists, musicians, and content creators can promote their work and earn in the Web3 space. Thank you so much for joining us and have a nice listen. Dara, Kaden, GM, really happy to have you again. Happy to have the space. Happy to have. Thanks God, it's Wednesday, right? So how are you doing? Let's start with Tara. How are you doing, GM?
GM, all good. Cheers from sunny Portugal. Looking forward to this space. It's
Amazing.
great to be here.
GM. Nico, how are you doing, my friend?
Dude, I'm doing absolutely awesome.
Amazing. So today's a big day. At least we expect a big day. Today we're waiting. I cannot wait to have to ask a few questions to Sebastien. Today we are waiting for a super special guest. Sebastien Borget, co-founder of the Sandbox game, co-founder of the ArtVerse Paris, and we're also actually waiting for the ArtVerse team. All right. So before we will start the conversation with our guests, I wanted to quickly ask you, how are you feeling about the yesterday already legendary Solana ad? Let's start with Nico. What's up? How are you feeling about that?
Dude, I honestly don't care. You know what? If you've been here long enough, you will actually realize that all of this is just going to blow over in a week or two, and then we just move on. You know what? Most chains, like pretty much every single chain, has got some sort of misstep or FUD or whatever you want to call it that happens at some point in time. And yeah, dude, this is Solana's turn to really mess up. But you know what? Go look at the market cap of Solana. Go look at where it was, where it's going. Yeah, that's my opinion. I don't really see it as a major thing. I don't really care either. As far as I'm concerned, it's a bit of a misstep and two steps back. And I mean, if I look at the chart now, Solana is pumping again. It's up 8% already. So yeah.
Woohoo! Actually, I felt the same yesterday because for real, like in crypto, I believe that, some sort of drama and FUD and some weird stuff is something that is happening every single time, every single day, probably. But yeah, that I don't even know how to say that, but I don't even know, what I mean, what I think, and how I feel about that. Because to me personally, as a guy who's been working in a branding side of things, and let's say brand marketing side of things, to me the whole crypto space looks so, not matured enough, and so weird at some point. So it's not a huge surprise. Like with the whole thing that happened yesterday, it's like just one more thing. So yeah, Tara, I would love to ask what's your take here. And actually, we have Sebastien in the room, so I'm inviting you to speak, my friend. And Tara, what do you think about how you feel about yesterday legendary Solana ad?
I have no idea what are you talking about.
I got you. This is it. Like, give me the second.
I'm at Tezos Maxi. I just won Tezos tutorial award from last month, so I'm bullish on Tezos.
So yeah, it turns out that you're a Tezos OG and Tezos superstar, so you don't care about other chains. Yeah, I'm just joking. Actually, I missed it too, and yeah, I got there too late, so I figure out what happened. Just like after the moment when all the dust settled. But yeah, we have Sebastien in the room. We have ArtVerse in the room. I'm inviting ArtVerse to speak as well. And I wanted to say, huge and massive GM to Sebastien, and wanted to ask, how are you doing today, my friend?
I'm doing great. Hello. Sorry before, like I was actually answering and like nobody was. I didn't listen. Like as soon as you gave me speaking, there was no more sound. So Twitter Space was doing something weird. Hello, everyone. Sorry for joining a few minutes late. I'm right in San Francisco for the Game Developer Conference at the moment, and we're very excited with some of the latest news we introduced at Sandbox just yesterday with Jurassic World, a massive partnership that just came in.
Sebastien, welcome to onchain Space.
And Sebastien, I guess that you don't have a lot of time today, so let's just start. The conversation we have. I prepared a few questions. We prepared a few questions for you, and I'm gonna ask a couple of them. So again, just wanted to say huge thank you for taking your time and join us. We're super excited, like not just us, but the whole audience. So yeah, thank you again. And let me start the conversation. Like in the very beginning of the space, I would really love you to share with us. How would you introduce yourself to those who aren't yet familiar with you and your work?
So I think like I would essentially introduce myself first as the co-founder and COO of the Sandbox. The Sandbox is a decentralized virtual world where anyone can become a creator, makes 3D content, assets, or full games and experiences thanks to our no-code game maker, and truly own them thanks to the use of blockchain technology and NFTs. We've partnered with more than 400 major brands around the world and enabled the creators to like make any kind of content with those their favorite celebrities and content and publish them on the virtual web. I'm also the president of the Blockchain Game Alliance. It's a non-profit association that now counts over 600 members and whose main mission is to promote adoption of blockchain technology in the gaming industry. And finally, more recently, I'm also the co-founder of ArtVerse. It's a digital art gallery, a physical space located in Paris in the third arrondissement, where we like hosting event and launching like various exhibition with artists who are like from the traditional art world or from the crypto art, NFT art, and the digital art space.
Amazing. Thank you so much. Short and sweet and super clear. Really appreciate that. Yeah, I've been following the Sandbox for a few years, and me and my team we were even trying to build some experiences in the Sandbox, and it was super fun and exciting. So yeah, I hope this I think it's one of the OG metaverses in the world. So I hope you guys will keep it up with the good work, and we'll keep evolving. I actually have a couple of more questions to ask you, and I cannot wait to start. So I would really love to ask you about your roots, right? Where are you from, and what was like? Long story short, I know that you don't have a lot of time today, but it's always interesting, like where builders and founders are starting. Where are you? So where are you from, and what was your journey until the time when you started, your career in tech and gaming?
So my background is like in engineering. Look, I graduated from a network and engineering and telecommunication school in France in 2007 after like also an exchange program at the Chinese University of Hong Kong, which was for me like one of my very first broad international experience. And at that time, I've been lucky to also connect with my co-founder and business partner, Arthur Madrid, the CEO of the Sandbox. And the three previous startups we co-founded together. So we've been collaborating for over 16 years already. I've been always a geek. I love technology. I always like kind of bought like new hardware, new consoles, new geeky stuff on the first day of release because I loved trying those things, experimenting with them. I've been myself like coding and hacking and playing with different things since I was like a teenager. And ultimately, when I got my first video game console, with Super Nintendo, with Super Mario World, I always thought like, oh, one day I'd love to make my own video games. And I think that's kind of like what drives me. Like whenever there's something new that I try, I say, okay, that's great, but like, how do I make it myself? And how do I enable more people to make it by themselves as well? And ultimately, that led us to create a mobile game studio in 2011 with the first version of Sandbox, which back then was a 2D pixel art mobile game, sort of like 2D Minecraft on mobile, where Minecraft was not on mobile then. And people were able to create their own 2D worlds, games, pixel art, music, and other type of content, and share it into an online gallery for other players to try to enjoy. And that was really a UGC-driven game, user-generated content game, that became hugely popular with 40 million downloads. And at the same time, over the course of that game, which had like 70 plus update over 8 years, I was super close to all the creators. I was in charge. I was really like featuring them, talking to the creator, encouraging them to participate, enabling them to like beta test the future update on mobile and so on. And at some point, I got a big frustration when being so close to the creator. I also realized that some of those creators were leaving the game because like being featured, having millions of followers wasn't sufficient for them. Like they looked at like, okay, but it's time. Time is value, and I have other. I wouldn't say priorities in life, but like job, work, and so on. So yeah, attention get divided, and we couldn't give them a payment, a form of payment that was not possible on mobile by then. So we were struggling with that until like I figured out like a technology solution for this problem, which was like NFTs. I got into blockchain around 2017, playing around the concept of what is Bitcoin, how to mine Bitcoin. I got my miner. I understood what's like a pool, mining pool, and all the proof of work. And ultimately, I've been beta testing and benchmarking CryptoKitties. When we saw new games, something I've been doing for the past 7 years as I was running this game company is like we were benchmarking and deconstructing any game to analyze what makes those games successful. And when we saw CryptoKitties, I immediately deconstructed to understand, okay, what's so special with CryptoKitties? It was not the cats. It was not like the fact you breed cats, but more it was about the fact that the cats were actually purchased players. They were not purchased on the game itself, but on the external website, which is like sort of a of virtual cats, those digital assets. And they were even not paid with a credit card on the phone. They were paid with crypto, the ETH token. And that was like a revelation, that moment we say, wow, but wait, like now people can buy with each other content and pay outside of the game and still play the game. And then I thought like this technology shouldn't be limited to virtual cat or virtual dog or dragon or fishes or whatever copycat people made of CryptoKitties afterward. And I said like we should apply it to user-generated content. If any content made by anyone can be bought and sold with these technologies, then we solve both the monetization problem, the ownership problem, and we give a real purpose for it. And that's how we the new version of Sandbox this time as a 3D multiplayer, multi-platform virtual world. Fast forward, Sandbox today is like 6.3 million users, many of them onboarded to Web3 for the first time. People can own an avatar to play as their digital identity in the metaverse. People can own virtual lands to where they can publish experiences and be part of a map, of a limited map of 464 lands where they can build neighborhoods. And they can make their own content, the marketplace, play experiences with major celebrities. Latest one we announced being Jurassic Park, exciting, right? And that's it's been a wild journey. I think it's still one we keep building to keep empowering the creator, but I think we're getting closer to the vision than ever that we had originally.
Yeah, the Sandbox to me personally was the very first metaverse ever that I heard about, because I've been working with Warner Music back then in the late 2020 sorry, 21. And I remember how, I guess in the December, oh my God, in the late December 2021, they dropped a new, that they are an announcement that they are buying a land in the metaverse. I was like, what the hell is that, man? Like the land, virtual land, how that works. And we started researching with my design team. We started researching what is that, because we've been very much curious about how it works and what is that. Can we build something or not? And we started digging into the sandbox, and that was my very first experience there. Really loved, the game builder. I forget, game maker, I guess it's called.
Yeah.
Vox Edit and all the tools.
I
So
love that
yeah.
you've been using it so much. It's amazing. Like a real builder here. Thank you for being part of the community. I think like it's a good portion of the gameplay on Sandbox to keep creating with Game Maker.
Yeah, I love. I haven't been, I haven't been there for a while, but I really loved the sense of, like, this no coding those coding tools were so interesting in terms of you can do it, and you can realize a lot of ideas, but you have to be super creative, because you don't have, like, I don't have coding skills like any of them. But in the game maker, it was very, very interesting. I mean, the problem solving process in the game maker was exciting, because this is where your brain starts working, so in an unusual way, and you're doing something different, and then you're getting results, and it's like another sort of excitement, when you're getting there. So I also, like, I remember even back then, like 4 years ago, I saw a lot of NFT artworks in the sandbox. And now you are a co-founder of the ArtVerse. So it seems to me that art plays some special role in your life and projects. I would like to ask you, how did you become interested in digital art, and what connected you to this field?
It's a great transition. Like you said, like Sandbox, actually you saw a lot of NFT and NFT art in it. And like that's because we as as one of the leading platform in Web3, like we feel like we cannot be a part of the Web3 ecosystem or an actor in Web3 ecosystem if we don't own NFTs ourselves. What does it mean to be in Web token, some crypto and some NFTs? So we say we have to set the example and say like not just like get NFTs to the audience, but like buy a lot ourselves. We started to buy art and we displayed it into the virtual world for more people to discover. And progressively, it was shown into the social hub, the other game experiences, the house of Snoop Dogg, and so on. And after a while, we said, okay, like now our mission should continue in the physical world. So we displayed many of those NFTs that we own at our various offices around the world, whether it was in LA or in Paris or Hong Kong and so on. And after a while, like we had so many NFTs and NFTs representing as well, not only like just art on screens, but sometimes physical art in different forms of like culture, sculpture or painting and so on. We needed more physical space to start showing them and curating. So overall, like we used a place which initially was meant to be like an extension of our Paris office and this is ArtVerse, into like a whole digital art gallery and culture hub where we bring various communities from gaming, from tech, from Web3, from music, from fashion, from art. And we like educate them and show them like uh, art, digital art, NFT that we own, which we support, or we want to get more known as well to introduce them to new agencies of collectors and educate them about what is digital art.
Yeah, I also have, like, that's interesting, but I also have a specific experience with the artverse, and I see some people, some of my good friends like Dim Dam and a few more, who who also been to the verse, and it's truly one of the best spaces for Web3 events, for galleries I ever seen, because I really love the configuration of the space. I really love the interior, and the experience that we had. I believe that many people had, but I personally really enjoyed the whole space. The like all the details, how the inner space works, how transformative it can be, and it's pretty cozy, but it's pretty yeah,
Thank
just
you.
like
I love that you've been there. Cool.
it's really, yeah, it's really a cool space, because I've been to different places, different IRL platforms, let's say, for art, for the Web3 and ArtVerse. It really looks like it's for that, for those reasons. So, and also, again, guys, thank you so much for hosting this many events, really cool side events during NFT Paris. It was like amazing. I also wanted to ask, because I know that you are in a rush. Please let me know 2 minutes before when you need to leave, Sebastien. So
Definitely will do.
we will.
Go ahead.
Yeah,
Yeah.
please go ahead.
No, it's okay. Tell me, like, what's the next question? I have a few more minutes. Yes.
I also wanted to ask quickly, maybe Kaden and Nico and Terra Bitcoin have any additional questions, guys, from your side. If you have anything, please feel free. We have some time.
Go ahead, Nico.
Alrighty.
So
Guys, I think that.
sorry, I don't have any questions. I'm busy fighting with my mic and with Twitter on this end, which is completely rugging for me. But really enjoying the conversation. So let's go.
Yes.
Also wanted to
let's keep the interruption culture. Yes, the same happens to me with the sound. It's very hard, but I think it's a glitch on X Spaces, and we as co-hosts are having a lot of issues. So if you are listening well, keep going, and thank you, Sebastien, for all the information that you've been providing us.
Yeah, I also wanted to quickly say hi to Greta. I'm not sure. I think that I invited Greta to speak. Yeah, I see you. I see you. Another representative of the ArtVerse space, and also we have a super special guest, Kika Nicoela. Greta, Kika, GM, how are you doing, guys?
Hey,
Hi.
Jim.
How are you? I'm sorry I'm late.
No,
always on time.
Hello.
Yeah, actually, guys, you have to know that in the art chain spaces we are cultivating the interruption culture. So don't worry if you're interrupting anyone. That's okay. That's cool. So, Sebastien, I really wanted to switch. Maybe you and Greta and Kika, as long as you are all guys here. I would really love to ask about this exhibition with Richard Orlinsky. I mean, sculpture exhibition that you are hosting at the ArtVerse. As probably most of you guys in the listeners know, that Richard Orlinsky is one of the best-selling French artists ever, I guess. And yeah, like, guys, please share some information about this exhibition. Tell us about the essence of this project. Like, what inspired you to collaborate with such a big artist, and how it went, where the idea was born.
Yes, I'm happy to jump here. I think, well, Richard Orlinsky has made a name for himself by kind of democratizing access to art. He's a pioneer into bringing art and his physical sculpture, which are quite iconic, not just into museums or art gallery, but really into the streets of many cities around the world, from Paris to New York. I've seen one of his giant Kongs, statues, and others. So he represented many things from our culture world, from animals to games characters, and many other objects and celebrities through the collaboration we did over time. And so in a way, I felt like we share those same value. Like I was saying before, like we wanted to bring the art we collect outside of just the wallets where we collect them. We put them into the virtual world, and then we put them into our offices, and then at ArtVerse. So I felt natural to look the collaboration with someone who wants to democratize access to art to as many people as possible. That's the mission of ArtVerse, and that's the way to do it with like this Shiba Inu representation. Like we have this tribute to one of the icon of like the Web3 and crypto culture, like many people might think, even though like the Shiba Inu is very popular. Some of you have been traveling to Tokyo in Shibuya, for example, you can see the statue of a very famous one. It's like this cute dog face that you see into so many cryptocurrency and crypto events and so on, which contribute to give a friendly face to a technology, which is like crypto, and allowed to like drive some adoption of it through that. So in a way, like I felt it also connected with like uh, the all the culture that's underlying what we've been doing in Web3 and in the crypto world through art, through something accessible to everyone. That's represented among like all those different Shiba Inu statues that we have, and people could during the exhibition that we launched last Friday, March 14, people could see 3 different size from the 20-centimeter model, very simple and collectible in a gold finish, resin with gold finish, to the 60-centimeter, which comes in like edition 8 variation, each one an edition of 12, and then the large orange 2-meter high statue that this one, I guess, hopefully will be in the streets one day of a city or home of a collector. Let's see.
Thank you so much for the info and for all the details. Kika, maybe you have anything to add? I'm not sure if you are into this whole thing, the whole exhibition, but I'm curious.
No, basically, we just, we're just hosting the pieces on Object, of course. And the initiative really came from Sebastien. And I was there at the opening because we knew that a lot of the people in the event would be, an audience not native to Web3, because Richard, he has a very big following of collectors and fans who are not at all connected to the NFT space. So we figured it would be important to have somebody there to help also, explain a little bit what it is and our crazy space. And just plant the seed. I don't believe onboarding is something that happens overnight, but I really believe in planting seeds. And that night was a great moment, to plant those seeds. And I had a few conversations also. We had a little, I had 15 minutes speech, which is really not, as you know, is not enough for much, but it's enough, I think, to do this, to maybe pick the curiosity of some people, maybe make, with a few words, make them do their own research later. And for sure, after I had a few conversations, and it was a big pleasure to see people like scanning a QR code and entering object for the first time, and also seeing what's the struggle of these people who have no idea of anything, of things that we take for granted, the word of minting, of all this, wallet, all these things, as very well how it is. But it was very exciting to first to see a very big crowd um, in ArtVerse of people who had never been confronted with any of this, because honestly I've been in several openings already there, and it just feels, it's just an amazing space. you've been there too, right, Amir? It's such a, it feels like it's the new hub of the NFT space in Paris, and it's really really exciting. I'm glad Paris is not too far from me, but I'm sad it's not here in Brussels. We don't have anything like that. But it's really great. But every time it's basically the community of NFT people getting together. At least, of course, the openings I've been to. But there it was something different. It was really two different communities, and the interaction of them was very interesting to see.
Yeah, thank you so much for the context. And I guess that I have a question to Greta. Really, I believe that you are there on a daily basis on the ArtVerse, and I'm curious, like, what kind of responses are you guys getting on the in the ArtVerse from the classical collectors, art lovers, and all the crowd? What is the feedback from the audience about the whole exhibition and about the Web3 aspect?
Yeah, hello. Hello, everyone. ArtVerse is like Sebastien said and Kika said, it's the culture house, especially supporting digital culture and art and community. And through this Richard Olinsky exhibition, yeah, I mean, the crowd was, of course, we have the same family with Web3 and then the fans of Richard Olinsky. So it was really interesting mix of people. So sometimes I saw our Web3 friends, they're kind of guiding the other guests how to mint or really explaining about what's the Web3. So I think not from Sebastien, not from Kika, not from me. I mean, they're really mixing it together. And all our, let's say, the digital community, these people, they really try hard to invite this, let's say, the Web2 people or the public that just enjoy this exhibition in terms of the digital assets and digital ecosystem and everything. So it was cool because during NFT Paris or during digital related seasons, we only see our, the crowds, right? But here, this exhibition, it was really new things. So it was, for me, I think it was really interesting. And as a director of ArtVerse, we need to balance between this mixing physical artists, onboarding digital the culture, and also the opposite, that we have amazing digital artists, like we just see every day, like Sam Spread or the other, so these digital artists, spreading into more traditional art. So ArtVerse is the bridge between physical and digital art, and also in general digital culture, because this is why I decided our slogan is URL to IRL, and that's what we are doing with Sebastien, our team. And Kika is so amazing. Her energy is so cool. Every time we do Art on Tezos event, and then the vibe is always cool. So yeah.
Yeah, Greta, we will not
Thank
let you go.
Sorry to interrupt.
Sebastian,
I have to leave.
I saw your
Goodbye, everyone.
Ciao, ciao,
Thank you
Seb.
so much. Speak soon, Jetta. Speak later. Bye-bye. Bye, everyone.
Thank you for joining us.
See you at ArtVerse or in the metaverse. Bye.
Thank you. See you soon, and have a nice one. Yeah, Greta, so sorry for the interruption, but I hope you heard, like, the art chain spaces, like, we're cultivating the culture of the interruptions. So it's just a joke, but sometimes we're just we're enjoying those moments so much, because this is something that is super special in those spaces. And yes, we have Terabitcoins with the hand raised. Please go, my friend.
With a polite interruption. Greta, thank you very much for all the explanations. You were mentioning your tagline, URL to IRL. My question is, all these artists that are on the panel with listening to us today, I see that you shot to big profile artists. How can the average artist and the digital artists that are on NFT can try to be featured on ArtVerse?
Oh wow, we have so many ways actually, because so let's say the ArtVerse, we say the digital culture house it means what is culture. So culture is made with the art and community and music, all the variation of the creativities, right? So my background is really hosting IRL digital exhibition for 4 years. So we have really strong foundation of opening digital art exhibition in IRL place and hosting, let's say, supporting digital artists, and maybe curated by me. That's the solo show for ArtVerse. But like we host Art on Tezos case, so we also do the collaboration with so many great partners like Object and Super Rare or the other like Rarible, and so we really spread our radars that of course you could talk the artists could talk with me, but there will be so many opportunities or like projects that for example, like Kika is doing something on ArtVerse, that means all the Tezos artists can be in the radar, or Super Rare or the other, like we really did interesting events last year, the Bitcoin Pizza Day. Then we just do the open call, and then we just won the amazing art with the pizza and Bitcoin. So there are so many opportunities. Please, if you could check on our Twitter space or I like Twitter handle, then we're gonna have really exciting projects. So you could just be with us. Then we will get to you.
Tara, any additional questions, or maybe you wanted to specify something?
No, go ahead. Thank you very much for the explanation, and a call to all artists to follow ArtVerse and see the initiatives that they have, so they can join it and make their digital art become a physical exposition too.
Yeah, I'm also pretty much curious. Can you hear me well, first of all? Because my internet is struggling. Yeah, nice. Greta, I also wanted to ask, is it possible to, for example, host an exhibition or something like that? Because, for example, I believe that many people don't know how it works, how to make that possible. Just like myself, because I don't have like a huge experience in organizing, let's say, big exhibitions or something like that. So I'm curious, like, any curators, maybe artists collectives, or maybe some, I don't know, some enthusiasts, can they reach out to you and somehow, let's say, have an opportunity to host or organize something in your space?
Absolutely, 100%. Yeah, that's 1000%. I just explaining shortly how we run our ArtVerse. The one of the initiatives that we have is, of course, if you see it ArtVerse and some artist solo show curated by me, then it's just my curation. But it's not only that. We open our space and our schedule and timeline, and all the curators out there, amazing curators, like we have Kika and then Miko and Kate Voss and Leonora. We have great creators in digital community, and then they bring their exhibition at ArtVerse. So we've done this several times. A few months ago, we just hosted Diane's curation. So if the curators, they have cool ideas, then we can always do the exhibition together. Then it means ArtVerse will position as a host, and that could be the curators exhibition, and curators, they bring their all artists. We don't add any opinions, because for me, sometimes I really want to enjoy other curators exhibition. So that's really clear. I don't want to, like say something blah blah. I have my own solo exhibition going at ArtVerse. Of course, I'm directing entire system, but we would love to support so many collectibles, so many groups, so many like teams and projects. So curators is one of the big initiatives, especially opening the guest curators exhibition. And then, for example, like Bitcoin Pizza Day, we did the exhibition with Rare Pizza DAOs. It was really cool. So it doesn't have to be the curators. I can kind of advise what kind of artwork or what kind of directions if they want my advice. Otherwise, it's fully free. And we are really discussing interesting, a future project like art on Bitcoin or like blockchain as a medium. There are so many different artists and great curators. They have their own colors. So our space is totally supporting this, and at the end, we really make the big pie of our digital art and culture. So yeah. So it's only open door. Just we need to think about the schedule. That's it.
Guys, I
And you
just
can
wanna
freely just oh yeah, please.
I'm gonna interrupt you. I just wanna say bye because it's time to put children to bed. But I couldn't not I needed to say something. It's amazing to work with Greta, really. She's so professional, so smart, so caring, and such a hard worker. And she's also a mother, so I don't know how she does all this. So yeah, just
I love you, Kika.
yeah, no, she's really amazing, and ArtVerse has this very beautiful space, great spot, very well located in Paris, but most of all, it has Grida. So yeah, it's yeah, she's really a gem, and such a pleasure to work, and I totally recommend anybody to have the Grida experience. So that's it.
Oh, thank you. Oh my God.
Yeah, well, So yeah, good night, everyone. Bye.
Boa
Thank
noite,
you so
Kika.
much.
Bom te ver.
So, Greta, how people can reach out to you after such a warm words? Should they, if someone has, let's say, some sort of an initiative or exhibition or whatever, how can they reach out to the Artverse or to you and like maybe offer this initiative and discuss it?
Yeah, it's really easy that if you see AdVerse, the Twitter handle, you can always DM there. And let's see, if you go to AdVerse, the Twitter dashboard, the page, then you see the link tree, right? And then you can always book the meeting with me. If you go to the link tree, you can see our global deck and our photos, and even you can download our logos if you're partners. So everything is on the link tree there, and you can even book the meeting with me. So yeah, I mean, that's it. Then project starts. And if I can give you a little tip for making the project faster, is if I can see let's say the documents, or if you are an artist, if you have some portfolios made with the PDF, or if you have the homepage, then if you could just mail me, you can even mail me through the link tree. Then I think it could be much more helpful to, begin the chat, because it means I will be more ready to see the project or your arts. And then if we talk about this based on that, then we can discuss more details. Yeah, that was it. So basically, adverse tweet and link tree, you can book the meeting or you can mail me. Yeah, simple. Then I will get to you. Yeah.
Amazing. Thank you so much. Again, short, nice, and sweet. I guess that I saw Nico unmuting himself. Is that correct or not?
No, I think you saw me unmuting myself. And I was about to add to that one that I saw that they have a feature to schedule a call directly on Google Calendar.
I didn't know that you can contact such famous and well-respected spaces, people like Artverse and you and yourself, Greta. This easy, I always thought that you have to have like a huge background, or you have to have something, I grew up in the corporate, medium, let's say. So this is why, things seems so complicated on my end. So I'm pretty grateful for that really short, nice, and clear explanation. Contact, discuss things with you, and how to apply, let's say. Also, guys, our dear listeners, please, if you have any questions, please request to speak Please do not promote your art. Don't chill today. We are all about the questions because we have a really cool opportunity uh, to talk to the ArtVerse leader Greta today. So please do not hesitate to request to speak. And meanwhile, while we are waiting to someone requesting to speak and ask their questions, if someone, I really wanted to ask you, Greta, what are the Artverse plans for this year, or maybe maybe you can share some alpha, some exciting things that you never shared before, or maybe some things that you already shared but you wanted to highlight. Please share your plans with us and what to expect from the Artverse this year.
Yeah, thank you, Amir. And I see the MMR CH, I don't know behind who's there, like Robin or Kobe, but say hello, hello. Yeah, actually, after Richard Olinsky exhibition, if you see the up there, I tagged the Emi Kusano solo exhibition is coming actually in 2 days, Friday. It's the opening. And it will be until March 31, so it's 10 days exhibition. Yeah, I mean, every time when we do the solo show, we take care of a lot. So how we do the curatorial directions, what kind of chain we do. So the big solo show is coming. Emi Kusano, she's also coming to Paris. So every time when we do the exhibition, the artist has to be there. So we just give the artist to the audience and we can experience their interviews and artist itself. And my big philosophy of making digital art exhibition is there is no art, only artist. That's actually the quote that one of my favorite books, The Art History by Gombrich. Yeah, the first sentence begins with there is no art, only artist. And I also support that because art is made by artists and they are human beings, right? So I really try my best to make a good relationship and even friendship. So yeah, artist is coming always when we do the solo exhibition. So please, if you are in Paris, come to ArtVerse and meet Amy, and then you will understand more about her artwork. Especially right now, AI art is very, hot pot, right? So yeah, we can discuss about so many things with her. That's really like the recent the show coming, and broadly for this year, we have many exciting project. Especially, we are lucky to be in Paris. And Paris is, as you know, we have so many different big seasons are here, right? February NFT Paris, and April Paris Blockchain Week, and June is proof of talk, and July I can keep going. Like July is ECC, and October is Art Basel Paris Plus, and November is Paris Photo. So all these big seasons, we have so many crowds. So we are targeting this big season and having a really massive project with all the partners. Especially right now, we're focusing on the Paris Blockchain Week, which is in 2 weeks. And there'll be something with Art Basel Paris Plus. And more solo shows, more guest creators shows are coming. But right now, I can share something with Emi Kusano that's happening in 2 days, and something coming with the Art Basel Paris Plus. Yeah, maybe it could be the big one. Yeah, and I see Pierre. Pierre is down there. Hello, hello. Yep.
And yeah, guys, I will unmute myself again and will repeat you that you are feel free to request to speak. Do not hesitate. If you have any questions to Greta, to Artverse, please feel free to request to speak and ask your question. It's a great opportunity, to contact such an interesting entity and such an interesting person, such a professional, just like Greta. I don't know what you're waiting for. Greta, I also wanted. I had one more question, like more generic, let's say. Um, how how you feel about the state of the Web3 art nowadays? I'm curious about your personal opinion. Like, feel free to share whatever you want, because we all probably have some opinions about that. Some people are saying that NFTs are dead. Some people are saying that digital art and web is dead. Some people are saying it's just the beginning and we need to, to invent something cool. So, like so many things are happening. So many people are sharing their opinions. So I'm curious about yours because you're touching so many, let's say, mediums and spaces, Web 2, Web 3, like traditional art. Yeah, I will stop talking. I will interrupt myself. So please, what's your take? How do you see the crypto and digital art today, and what's its future in your opinion?
Wow. Ami, I think this question is like, to me, it's like, what is art? Something like that. Or why do you leave this kind of a very, wow, big question. But the thing is, I will go for the third. The answer is it is just the beginning. Because especially the space like us adverse, we feel something is boiling. Of course, we just need some straw or bridge connecting between these two worlds, but once they're connected, then it's gonna be crazy. Because yeah, I mean, imagine I started this journey since 2021, like January. And at that time, of course, I was lucky enough to feel the bull market, everything, all the feed was full feed, like your item is sold, something like that. So I was very positive, but I also experienced like bear market. And right now it's kind of blurry, all this hype went to the meme coin. I don't blame meme coin, but it's kind of something happening. And art side, uh, I was just focusing on digital art, and it really goes with the market currencies, right? If the Bitcoin and Ethereum is down and the art is down, something like that. But I read a book about the art collecting book, and actually, entire traditional art market or art market in general, it's the same. They always look at the New York, Chelsea, all this, the Wall Street. So actually, it's the same pattern. And if the digital art is bad, then the traditional art market is worse than us. So I feel kind of positive, and I feel not alone. Actually, what we really need to do is just don't leave, I think. And yeah, I mean, NFTs and digital is just a tool of your creation, right? And then your creation could be anything with the watercolor or oil color or Photoshop or AI. This is just a tool to express your creativities and your ideas and your vision. So in that case, I think we really need to look far. And yeah, I mean, don't feel lonely. We are always here. And this is why people come to Adverse and we just cheer and have some wine together. We talk. So in a traditional Korean saying, old saying, we have that sentence I really love, like, happiness is when you share happiness, it becomes a double. When you share sadness, it becomes less. That's it. So I think, yeah, maybe I hope I answer you well, Ami.
I'm totally getting your point, and I can reflect and relate, and I really appreciate your point here because it's somehow similar to mine. I strongly believe that if we're talking about where the digital or crypto art is, I believe that it's still the same. It's still there. Is art, it will it's not dead because it's art. It's like, and blockchain and NFTs are, those are just technologies. Like, i remember I remember the times when I had a band, and like around maybe 12 years ago or something like that. I found a platform that is called Bandcamp. It's a platform where you can buy albums from artists, and I thought, what the hell is that? Like, why people do need that or something like that? But this platform is still alive because many people love buying albums, not because of the Bandcamp platform. It's just because they love buying albums, And actually, I love buying albums and CDs and cassettes. I still, enjoy this process. And sometimes I'm buying some vinyls or something. And so, it's like, it's not about the platform or technology. It's about an artwork or a music piece or something like that. So yeah, totally, like, really appreciate your opinion and your take. we have Nancy as a speaker, and I see your hand raised, my friend GM. I'm not sure if we had if we chatted before, but you're welcome to our space, and please go for it and ask your question to Greta or to whoever. And GM. Nancy,
welcome.
Hear me?
Go ahead.
Well, hello, everybody. I'm sorry I'm at Costco, but I found this conversation so interesting that I wanted to participate. And Greta, I've been listening to you for a long time, and I don't know you personally, but you seem like an incredibly generous person who's really helping to move forward Web3. I've been in Web3 since, 21. I came into Clubhouse with brain pasta and have been in and out due to surgery. So I'm not as didn't move as forward as other artists because of my disability and surgeries, but I'm back now. And I just want to participate more in this metaverse that I didn't know this has all been going on through ArtVerse. So I guess I just got to get on the Twitter site and then just jump in there and start messing around. Do you have any suggestions?
Let's book a meeting. Yeah, come to our AdVerse Twitter handle, and then you can check the link tree, and you can just press the button that book the meeting with me. Yeah.
Thank you so much. That's really exciting. I wanted to go to NFT Paris so bad, but it didn't happen for me this year. But maybe next year I can make it. Okay, thanks again. Appreciate everybody. Bye.
Thank you so for the question, and thank you so much for the example of how can we build in the Web3 space and on Twitter Spaces through DMs and link trees. It's like we just see, like I strongly believe that many people, and actually myself too, we are so afraid of of acting or DMing or asking for something, for at least a sort of a contact. But now, on many spaces connect, like nothing else, like nothing specific, nothing special. We're just here for art reasons, and we can connect and we can discuss things, we can educate each other, and we can support each other. So it's to me, it's still magical because I still have, this sense of block of connecting new people, not because I'm an introvert or something, but I still kind of feel a little bit unsure. Can I DM this person or not? Or maybe he or she is too busy. I'm not sure. But this is like a great example. So yeah, thank you for that. I'm not sure. Let me check if we have any requests. We don't. And Greta, actually, I would love to stay here. Yeah, Tara, I see your interruption with your hand raised, but really, wanted to say that having new people from the art space, from the Web2/Web3 space, it's always like a blessing here because we always like I'm super hungry uh about new perspectives and asking more questions. But let's give Tara a chance to interrupt me, and then I will ask my final question.
Thank you very much for that. You mentioned about
anytime.
For sure. Thank you. You mentioned about if sometimes you are not sure if you can DM that person or you should DM it or not. Let me just say about one thing about DMs. Sometimes it's very hard for the regular users to DM the big profiles or big people in specific areas or platforms or whatever it is, because we need them to follow us back in order to be able to send a DM. So most of the times it's not an option to try to contact those persons by DM. And in this case, I would appreciate and give my word of appreciation to Greta for the option that ArtVerse is bringing to everyone to contact them through the Linktree and booking a call through Google app that is available for everyone. You don't need them to follow you back, and it's a great opportunity for any artist that want to try something new and contact ArtVerse to, who knows, get their own exhibition there. So thank you for that.
Yeah, and I actually agree. Also, I believe that Linktree is also super powerful. So if you guys cannot connect someone, because for example, if you don't have a blue check and this person is not following you, check their Linktree. Maybe you will find an email or a website where you can find an email in the about section, or maybe you can find an Instagram or some other sort of profiles. So it's another opportunity to contact the right person. But yeah, in the very end of the space, we're about to wrap it up. I also like it's kind of another philosophical question to you, Greta, but what kind of advice would you give to the Web3? Doesn't matter, Web2 artists, but yeah, I guess like, yeah, okay, it does matter. Here we are mostly Web3 people, so let's. What kind of advice would you give to the Web3 artists, to the Web3 creators in 2025? This is it. Let's stop here.
Wow. For me, first of all, Sebastian told me that, hey, Greta, I can't be 30, it'll be only 30 minutes, so could you just replace me after? So I thought it's just talking about ArtVerse and a little bit of metaverse, and that's it. But wow, I didn't know I could have such philosophical questions, which is like almost 2 or 3. Okay. First, if I just mention about what you said, the DMing and something, for me, I hate gatekeeping. So gatekeeping is, for me, it's I mean, I don't prefer that. Of course, we are galleries and we have something in between artists and collectors. Of course, it's kind of the natural thing, but using this as a power, for me, it's not Web3 thing at all. So, and famous artists, they were not famous before. They were always beginners at first. So, I mean, I'm so happy to have a call with so many artists, and they have different thoughts, and I really love the diversity. So this is why, I mean, like, come on, we have to talk with everyone. And I'm not a big person. Sebastian is like huge, but for me, it's like, yeah, I mean, I'm just here and book the call, and they show me your art, and this is one of the things that I love in my life all through. So that's it. This is it. I hate gatekeeping. So I mean, feel free to reach out to me. And yeah, I'm Asian person, so I know if I DM him, should I interrupt him, blah blah. But actually, the most of the project, and right now I'm here at ArtVerse or like NFC, we started to DM with Sebastian and John. So the DM is the starting point. So yeah, please DM everyone and then just book the meeting and try to just explain your project and art, and that's it. And then advice, I'm really like, I'm a no one to, advise to people, but just for experienced, I'm just someone who experienced making a digital art exhibition, like a little bit more than other people. I think right now we are living in a area that we can't judge by only the result. Let's say the result means artwork, so with just prompt or something, if you just see the artwork, then everything looks so great. So what I really do is I talk with the artist, and then I can feel they are really serious or not. So please think of yourself that I'm doing this art because it's trendy, or I'm doing this, I picked this medium because this is the best medium that express my artistic practice. So that's it. So AI is the trend. So okay, I can try. And of course, I mean, someone can be really happy with AI and then, okay, this is my medium, and then you dig it. Otherwise, you don't need to follow the trend, because what's really important thing is your message and your story, and the result has to really fit with your thoughts and philosophies. So, yeah, please don't be afraid, like, oh, there's a mid journey version, blah, blah, like something. Of course, there are some cool things, but I mean, more you feel that, I mean, it's especially like FOMOing, just think of yourself that where is your weight? Your weight has to be inside of you, not outside. So yeah, that's it.
I strongly believe in the power of why, and especially in art, in creativity, in all of those fields where you're expressing a part of your soul, and you're bringing it to the table of the mass audience. It's always about your why, I believe. And in my personal opinion, it's really hard to maintain, to keep on doing that, if your inspiration is, for example, cash or crypto or money or even fame. I believe it's very hard to keep it up if you are not getting those things. And like, it's the same goes for trends. It's like an outer um, outer motivation or something like that. It's not an inner motivation. It's something that lays outside of your control. But what you really can control is your feelings. I mean, not even your feelings, but let's say, how do you react to what's happening with the world around you? And this is the point where we are creating art or music or some like poems or whatever. So yeah, I strongly believe. I really agree with you in terms of, don't try to hope on everything, and just, like, it's so easy to say, right? Like, just be yourself and this is it. It's always so hard because of the society we're living in, social media, and all this stuff, all the things that are happening around us. But still, at least at least having a vector to be yourself, to trying to learn to be yourself, trying to express your real self is probably the most important thing for us as creators. Before we will wrap up this space, I really wanted to say thanks to everyone for being here with us. Please don't forget to drop a follow to the art chains, because we are we're building a platform to support creators, to support the creative community, on chain, off chain. Yeah, nowadays we're more focused on supporting the Web3 artists, but we're really planning to expand and to, like, I believe that our mission is support creativity, and like, being a shoulder that people can lean on, because many of us creators in our childhood, in our teenage years, I bet that most of you feel me. We had, like, so many dreams, we had so many things to do, to create, to share with the world, and we got so many punches, from family, from friends, from surrounding, from the world, and we needed someone, to support us. We really needed some shoulder to lean on, and with the art chains, we're trying our best to be that shoulder for as many people as possible, for as many creators as possible. So we are here to collect more art, where I'm really working hard on bringing more support from outside of our small bubble, to support creators, artists, musicians, and whatever. And also, we are always, trying to create some cool opportunities to highlight art. Like, we're doing some open calls. We had a cool open call where we brought your art to Paris, to NFT Paris. We printed some T-shirts with your artworks. We printed some postcards with your artworks, and we brought them to Paris. And we're, planning to do more. And actually, we have one super cool activation that is that I hope will be ready to be launched next week. I will let you know as soon as possible. It's pretty hard, to align all all the lines, but it will be one of the biggest that we have ever had. So yes, Terra Bitcoins, Kate and Nico, maybe you have anything to add in the very end of the space. Please, guys, shut me up and interrupt me and share your thing.
Okay, once you ask for it, I hope that it's not a spoiler alert, but Greta mentioned about the NFC, and I need to ask if they have already have something planned for NFC in Lisbon in June.
Oh yes, yeah. Actually, guys, I have two caps. First is ArtVerse, directing ArtVerse, and then the second is I'm a head curator for NFC, so I'm taking care of the immersive space, the huge one. So we are keep building. It's crazy right now. We have only 8 days till the conference, so yeah. This one, NFC, please follow, let's say, okay, I will just pin this one. I think, of course, I work for NFCs, but it's like NFC is the most cultural, the conference, in the, let's say right now, for now in the world, because we are very focusing on art and culture and community. Of course, NFT Paris and NFT NYC, they are concentrating on let's say showing everything in a different genre. So they have DeFi, invest, and everything is very well positioned. But for us, what we are really focusing on is art and culture and community and gaming. So EU will feel totally different. And last year, the Beeple came and then he created every day live for 40 minutes, and DK and all this Sasha and other and seed phrase is coming this year. So yeah, I mean, if you're free during first week of June, come to Lisbon or come to Paris, then I will welcome you. Yep.
Yeah, this one it will be in sunny Portugal, so it will be great. And I'm looking forward also for the RWA part of the conference. They are focusing on it very much too, right?
Yes, so it's like the NFC is, let's say, the umbrella conference, and we have the big project, but we also embrace the whole different types of conference. For example, the ordinals and MemeCon, and like you said as well, there are many conferences happening at the same time. So it's really like the collaboration of all the conferences all together under our roof. So it could be really cool. Yeah.
Yeah, sure. I'm looking forward to it, and Tezos will be there with an unofficial presence. It will be great. Go ahead, Amir.
Tara, are we planning to organize something at NFC with our chains? How do you think? How do you feel about it?
No spoiler alerts. No spoilers.
Like no spoiler. Okay, I got you. I will DM you. So, Nico, if you can hear us, maybe you have anything to ask or to add in the end of the space, please feel free.
No, Nicholas here. Nothing to add. I really enjoyed the conversation.
No. It doesn't work like that, Nico, and you know that. What's up? How's Kaden doing? And what's going on your side, guys? Like, how's your art? How's AVAX or Tezos or whatever chain you're having? Also, how's Christie's? Man, you have so many things to share, and we're curious to know what you've been up to last week.
Well, Little Man is doing well. We've got our second Christie's auction coming up towards the end of April. So, getting everything ready for that. Very excited for that. He is also going to be exhibited at the AVAX Summit in London in about 2 months' time. So, yeah, a lot of stuff going on. Still doing our thing. But we've not left the other chains. We're still on Tezos, still supporting Solana. Still doing the E thing as well. So yeah, we're still here, still doing our thing. Doing less spices because my spices these days, I just don't get any value out of them anymore. But yeah, dude, thank you for the spice. I'm happy we are back. So yeah, let's do this every Wednesday. Yeah, let's go.
Let's go, and I'm here. Yeah. I got my phones twisted. Sorry, pardon. So yeah, guys. Again, wanted to say huge thanks for being here with us, for being a part of the space. Greta, I cannot express enough my gratitude to you and Sebastian and Payal and Artverse, the whole Artverse team for joining us. It's such a pleasure to meet you. Actually, for the first time. And I'm not sure if you would like to add anything like wrapping up. I would really love to ask you to do so. Other that, I will be speaking for like 15 more minutes.
Yeah. For me, wow, thank you for inviting me. Yeah, I mean, the Nancy mentioned the clubhouse. Actually, yeah, I mean, we all grow up with the clubhouse discussion, like what is NFT, what is MetaMask. So it's like I still remember the COVID period, very gloomy, but we all survived, like talking about NFTs and art. So I remember that. So it was really like a nostalgic moment. Yeah, just one thing before I go. Yeah, Tao is here. Hello. Uh, I mean, one of my favorite the filmmaker director. His name is Bong Joon-ho, of course, Parasite, and he said the most personal is the most universal. Universal. So it means if some artists they are really wondering about what can I create these days, the cyberty or dystopian theme is trendy, and but I love something like that, but still focusing on your very personal thing, then it can really ring everyone. So yeah, that's the thing. Please be confident about knowing yourself and go deep dive yourself and talk about your story. Then if you make very deep and honest, then the other people feel through their point of view and their angle. So yeah, shut up, let's go. Thank you.
You are muted again. Still. Okay, well, you fixed that. Thank you, Greta, once again,
Yeah.
and ArtVerse and Sebastian. Okay, go ahead.
No, please go ahead. You've been doing that so well.
It was just to finish up and say thank you, Amir, Archains, Nico, and everyone that was here with us today, and everyone in the listener panel that you will be mentioning for sure one by one. And see you all next week. And thank you very much for having me.
Yeah, really. Thank you so much. Thanks, Caden and Nico, Terra Bitcoins, Greta, Pobedin, OZ, Dreamer, Bloody, Ayaz, Merch, Nancy, Astrologer, Tezos Artist Network, Unify. We're wrapping up. Uh, Mariam, Oshiria, Rosa Morena, Moshgan, Fatime, Kuchlik, Camellia, Ira, Dr. Ames, Marigold, Inked Fingers, Jonic, Ija Sound, Alex Collard, Rosaline, Zidane, and Frank. So yeah, guys, thank you so much for being with us, being a part of this space with us. I really appreciate every single one of you. Please don't forget to drop a follow to the Art Chains page. We're trying our best, to support creators on the Web3, on Web2. Doesn't matter. We're trying hard, to be a supportive platform for artists, musicians, and creators. And yeah, see you next Wednesday with another space, and probably we will be having more spaces. Please don't forget to check out our updates. And yeah, this is it. Thank you so much for being a part of the space, and see you soon. Bye bye. Have a nice one. Love y'all. Thank you for listening to this episode of the Art Chains podcast. If you enjoyed it, give us a like, subscribe to our channel, and share the episode with your friends. It was me, your host, Amir, along with our amazing guests. Don't forget to listen to the Art Chains podcast on all streaming platforms. And thank you for being a creator.